I don't need to touch things. I'm sorry, I'm pervert. I like to touch everything. I'm ignorant when it comes to touching shit. I want to touch you so bad. I love you. Ma'am. I mean, it's gonna be respectfully. Respectfully.
I still want some dinner.
Okay. I mean, shit. What if I cook you some dinner?
Okay, what do you mean?
Cook you something.
Okay.
That
Surprise.
deal?
Surprise.
I heard that's the way, the key to the heart. Well, I was gonna go to Dallas to go see my best friend, but the only way to get up there is to go with my ex-boyfriend. And I'm really debating that because I love him still, but I don't love the bullshit he put me through. So I don't know if I want to relive that shit, you know? Because I mean, we've been talking lately and it's cool. I love how we just vibe and we laugh and we can reconnect again. And, you know, there'll be some moments where I say some little remarks and he might say some shit that, like, a bitch, but I just don't want to go through that because I know me, I'm going to fall for it.
Yeah.
But I know you're going to do me bad, so I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to go to the spa instead with my friend because
Nice.
it just seems more, it seems more relaxing. What's going on, baby girl?
I'm sorry. Would y'all want to do like a joined spell, like next full moon, to like kind of keep away like curses and bring us good luck, like open road maybe spell,
Cute.
or something together, or we can individually do like little jars, like we could do spell jars.
Could you both?
Wow.
We could do both. It's just a long process for both of them, and then one night, you know.
Oh, we have to do them all on the full
No,
moon?
we don't have to. The full moon goes for a few days usually.
Oh,
So it's not like we have to do it now.
Could we be naked under the moon and dance around the fire?
That's optional. I see it's optional.
We can.
Like,
Like theoretically we can. Like you can do whatever you want.
well, give me a man one day.
Put on your singing voice if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Singing
Shit. I am.
Do it, Christy.
How's your boyfriend make you sing again?
Oh my god.
Maybe not. I'm scared.
Okay, so I know your best friend is a opposite gender, right? He's
Yes.
a boy. So whenever y'all became best friends,
Yeah.
were you in a relationship?
No ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Literally the way we became best friends. Okay. So we met off Tinder.
Oh lord.
He came over and he tried stuff, and immediately we both were like, "Oh nah, we gotta be friends, bro!" Like, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
But it was real funny because we both were like, "Oh no!" Like we agreed. Like that was the first time the guy was both like, "Mm-mm,
That's hilarious.
you're right. This is platonic as fuck."
Anyone else have a opposite gender best friend?
I have one, but I don't know if he thinks or knows that he's my best friend.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't know, because I think he has a crush on me at the same time.
That's hard.
And that's always a phase in it though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, obviously when he swiped on me, he was like,
Yup.
So he had to get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to get over that shit too. He had dreads. Like, okay, build a bridge. But yeah.
But he's basically the only guy friend I could really be open with. I'm not gonna let you know who. Well, I'm gonna let y'all know who, but I ain't gonna let him know who. But he's basically the one that's been very like non-judgmental about the shit that I've gone through. Yeah.
Because some friends start to get real.
Bro, what? Or they like start to pick at that little advantage. They think they have that advantage. And it's just like, nah, bro. You're not my partner to be there. I love guys like that. Like, I prefer them to be. Let me be open with you, you be open with me. Let me know what's up.
Have y'all ever had a partner that had an opposite gender best friend?
Vic has a best friend that's a female.
And how did that work for you?
It's fucking weird.
Really?
Only because she calls at really weird times, and she has not accepted my friend request. And like supposedly like she thinks the government's after her.
Oh god damn it, she's a schizophrenic.
Have y'all ever met an actual schizophrenic?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Fucking jarring.
Shit.
It's crazy that like bipolar people go back and forth, but the way that schizophrenics go back and forth is like, bro, this is real. Like it's it feels like you're watching like Split, like the movie. Like it feels like you're like
two different people.
It's hard to even react, and that's because I even went to psychology like school, like not school. I went to college for a year for psychology. There's not psychology school. But,
there should be.
I mean, they call med school when you're in grad school.
No, that's true.
So there is psych school, but it's more like I didn't go to that.
Dude.
I took a few years.
Would y'all, if y'all ever had the opportunity, would y'all work at a crazy house?
Yeah. I actually
did.
I didn't work there because they didn't pay me, but when you're getting your certification, you have to do clinicals. And in high school, they take whoever will let you do clinicals and assign you there. So I worked at the School of the Deaf. I had to learn sign language. I already forgot it. I know how to do like the alphabet. And then they assigned me there. And then after that, I got put on the top floor of the state hospital there in the valley. And that's the mental ward. They wouldn't leave us alone with patients because we were really young. I was still under 18. But I saw like.
But it's because like they're
strange people. Like, I dated a guy that was I call them guards, but they have like a real like a technical name. Yeah, like a warden, but not really. Warden's like it's not supposed to be like it's not supposed to be.
It's just to control the situation, basically.
Like restrainers, but that's a weird fucking way to say.
Wow, that's different.
Do you think you could physically do it?
I mean, well, I feel like I would, but then I would have a point where I'm like, okay, this is too much, because maybe I'm not all the way fully in tune with myself to be capable of understanding why that person is the way they is, but I'm a very understanding person at the same time, so if you get that, more power to you. I feel it would be intense but interesting at the same time, because you're learning about somebody's way of life. Because you would never think that you would run into some shit like that, honestly. So, I would try it. But to stick around, I don't know. I don't know if I could.
I probably couldn't.
I'd get way too close to people. That too. Fuck that.
Oh, working in the hospice was so hard because of that. Like, everybody's at the end of their life in the hospice, and I'm a clingy bitch if y'all can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I am.
And then I'm not a person that can like distance myself like that emotionally. Like if I'm gonna be there, bitch, I'm gonna be there for you. Like
it's an empathetic job. Like you have to have empathy to do it in the first place, and then that's what the fuck ends up breaking you probably is because you're being empathetic. Oh, I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up.
No, don't shut the fuck up. You're saying some really fucking good ass shit. That's the point. Damn, that is true.
I don't know if I would be able to do it.
Why?
I think it would be triggering. I mean, I've already gone.
Always.
Oh, because she's already been there. We've never been on your side.
I've like.
You haven't?
I mean, they were like cool as hell. You know, I made like good friends out of there. Like some of us still talk.
Okay, I need to hear the story from the beginning.
Go like we like smoke and stuff. But yeah, but I was like in the high functioning.
Yeah. Was it voluntary?
Yeah, I volunteered.
You voluntarily put okay.
Yeah, like
checked in.
Yeah, because first of all, it's expensive. So I was like, I don't want to leave my parents in debt. So you know, so then I was like, I don't want to go to the hospital either because then they're gonna put me in that fucking ambulance and that's just a lot of fucking money. Oh, so that just stressed me out, you know. And I just went by myself.
You're like, we both did.
I've been twice voluntary and twice involuntary.
Really?
Yeah.
So how did it go about? Was it voluntary or involuntary?
And it was involuntary. I was cutting myself, and my mom noticed, and yeah, I went the next day. 7th grade.
Oh man.
I just remember she made a bunch of phone calls, and then packed it back for me one day and was like, "Oh, we need to go talk to these people real quick." They was there for like a month. So I mean, it's not a real quick. That's for sure. Yeah.
Not a real quick.
Yeah.
So, what was it like for you? Because for me, it was a bunch of like group therapy. And,
oh fuck yeah.
That
group
stuff.
therapy. I was silent through every group therapy. I didn't want to talk to anybody. And then I ended up becoming like best friends with my roommate, and we would literally plot our fucking escape like we were fucking knew what the fuck we were doing. But she had been there like a few times before, like she knew her shit, and I was like,
were you like that round two? The hide and shit. Like, I got fingered in that bathroom.
bitch, no. But I definitely, I don't remember.
It's hard to even think past what you're going through
No, yeah.
at that time, I'm sure.
I don't think it was like the very last time I went with the purpose, like, and I knew that was voluntary. The last time I went, I was 19, and yeah, I went just knowing why I needed to be there and what help I needed and what I was gonna do, and I was very focused that time. So it was worth it, and I haven't been back since. So obviously worked ish, but yeah.
I feel that. Sometimes I feel because I went that sometimes I need to go back. Because I felt that when I left, I was very refreshed. You know what I mean? So I felt like, okay, I can handle this. And I had like a good group for a while, but then I didn't have any more fucking health insurance. So
yeah.
something on my meds. And then from there, like, it's just been kind of wacky, you know? But the more that I'm off of them, I feel like more shit happens, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, new things pop up, and it's like, wow. Can you stop?
How was it
I have
like
a question.
what?
So, how does marijuana help through all of this?
Dude, it helps a lot.
For me, I think it's definitely a mood stabilizer, like the best mood stabilizer I've ever tried, for sure. It chills me the fuck out, and so much so that it just makes everything so much clearer for me. Like knowing, you know, like what I'm doing and what I can be doing better, and like what I'm dealing with, and like picking apart all like those situations that I'm going through, and being able to like cope with them in a smart way. Like it just gives me so much clarity. Like it's not a downer for me. It's not really an upper, but it's just like calmness for me.
I feel you on that. Because it is really money.
For me, it helps me with like multiple things. So I have a lot of stomach issues. I lost a lot of weight in like a short amount of time.
Oh, wow.
I was like at my biggest, the biggest I ever been. And
Look
then
at
I
you
just,
now,
like,
girl.
shrunk.
Fine and all.
Yeah, I just like shrank down. So because of that, I got like a lot of stomach issues. So I think I have a stomach ulcer. So for that, like, I don't have a lot of appetite, or a lot of things really hurt me. So I've gone like 3 to 4 days without eating.
Oh shit.
And yeah, it was hard. And then when I would eat, it would hurt my stomach. So I wouldn't eat anymore. I was like, man, I'm not gonna this stomach.
Me now.
Yeah, so whenever I would smoke, though, I would grow an appetite and I would have a meal. But because I wasn't eating, it would give me like headaches. It would just give me like a bunch of, like my hair was starting to fall kind of things. So marijuana helps me with my appetite, helps me like, as well as a mood stabilizer. Anger.
Oh, nice. Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
I get angry a lot, but I try to keep my cool with things. Or like I just try to keep the mindset that I don't give a fuck.
COVID free.
Over here. A blunt cough.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Sorry, y'all. That was a big ass. You do therapy too, though? Like, were you doing group therapy as well? Because, okay, I barely started doing therapy for the first time in my life ever. I've only done 2 sessions.
Oh wow.
And they're like 30-minute sessions. They're like nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like, bro, you got so much shit to work on. But it's because, like,
You definitely need them hour sessions.
yeah. But it's because, like, my whole childhood, my dad would be like, oh, I'm glad you're not as fucked up as, like, we thought you were going to be because of your childhood and all this stuff. Like, he would always kind of, like, I guess, boost up that I wasn't in therapy, like, that I didn't need therapy.
Yeah.
So I just was like, cool, I don't need that shit. You know what I mean? I'm fine. I'm not fine.
Yeah.
I'm not fine at all.
Yeah.
So the fact that I finally was able to do that, and I literally only was able to do that because of the stimulus. Like, I paid for a month of therapy because of the stimulus.
Yeah.
But I was like, I need to do something good for myself.
Yeah.
You know? But it's really fucking hard. Like, after therapy, I need a nap. Like, I gotta fucking recharge. Like, so I was like, dude, the fact that, like...
You just bawling the whole time? Because that's what I fucking
Yeah, I cried the whole time. Because girl, daddy issues. daddy issues galore.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even talk about my dad without crying.
Mhm.
And this man literally is a white man. Like, okay, I think I subconsciously picked this therapist because he's like a white old man. So I'm like, he's gonna.
He is your dad.
Yeah, I'm like, he's gonna be telling me shit, and I'm gonna be like, this is my dad talking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he literally this last session said some shit where he was like, he's like, he's never gonna say I'm sorry or something like that. Like the way he said it, it was like my dad was saying it to me, bitch. I broke down.
Oh my
Like I broke down. So I was like, I don't know how people get through this shit. Like it's so hard to get through it, and I'm only doing little sessions, and y'all did it like in front of people. Like group session is. You know, like it's really hard.
And group therapy is fucking weird.
Sometimes
like
it's
nobody in there is going through the same shit.
So you did
So
group
it's like,
too.
yeah, it's like one girl, like the girl next to me is like going through fucking an ED, you know, and I'm like, bitch, like go just eat. Like what are you crying about? Like, but you know, like, and then being that young, like you have no idea. Like you can't even fathom like like things like that, like an ED. Like I was like, what? Like why is that even a thing?
Like now
you're skinny. But now,
yeah.
obviously, as an adult, I'm like, that's just it's so crazy how you can literally be around people like that all day, every day, and still not understand what they're going through.
Yeah.
Just open your eyes.
Facts.
Yeah.
I wonder if workers there don't even get it.
Yeah.
It's facts. Like people in there don't get it. So
Yeah, honestly.
You know, there's probably a lot of workers that have never been on the other side of it. I was a fucking clinical employee, and I had never been, you know, never been through it. I'm over here thinking I'm living a dandy life, you know what I'm saying? And I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Maybe I need some damn therapy.
Girl, everybody needs therapy.
I've turned into that bitch. I tell everybody in my house, y'all need to go, we all need to do family therapy. Like, I'm telling everybody because I'm just like, everybody needs it in this damn
Everybody
house.
fucking needs therapy.
I don't even know where to start. Honestly.
I had no idea. I started with the most recent
My
and
friends
went
talk about
back.
therapy.
I started and went back, like, with the most recent triggering encounter.
I've always, when I've done therapy on my own, I kind of like, I let the therapist lead, you know, I let them ask their questions, and find out about me, and literally like, the smallest conversation will turn into me fucking going into my deepest traumas. Like, you don't even know what you're getting into.
Oh,
Yeah.
sometimes that's good because then you understand.
I don't know if I want somebody to be picking my brain like that.
It's not fun. Especially
It's
when
more,
you're
it's not really,
defensive. I'm naturally defensive, so when he asks me questions, I'm like, why are you asking me that? It's like, I paid him to ask me that. Like, I'm giving him money to ask me these questions.
Right. I feel like that would be something I'd probably do. I'm not too sure. Interesting, but I would not want to test myself like that because I'm not ready for that.
yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
If you're not ready for it, it'll ruin you.
Yeah, I don't think so. But it's like, we'll try it one day. We'll see. I don't know. Just gotta find the right counselor, I guess,
Yeah,
is what it is.
for sure.
Gotta do my research and test these demons out. I'm just kidding. But not kidding. For real, if you do put it like that, yeah.
Well, summer's all
Thank
laying
you.
down. It looks comfy.
Thank you so much for bringing these mats. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
awesome. I love the colors. And that was a good way to relax.
Oh yeah. We did a little group therapy of our own before we started this.
You had to let
Hell
it
yeah.
all out.
Cry it out.
We're definitely having a high moment right now, so that's okay.
Passing puff for a reason. We're passing and puffing, damn it.
Whatever.
I know.
Passing and puffing.
Sure
I
is.
wish I had some pizza though.
Oh my god, that sounds so good. Bueno? See, it shows up on the master on 3. Who's 3? Is that 3?
This
I
is
think I
three.
am. Oh, you might be three.
Am I 3?
No, I'm 3.
Oh, so mine was 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Why are you so sensitive?
Yeah, it is. Every time you
Yeah.
move it.
Maybe because you gotta fuck with it, right?
Mm-mm.
She's like, that's too much work. No, thank you. Oh wait, how about this? How about yeah,
smart. We smart. Ain't nobody doing this for us. We're smart.
We're doing this all by
We
ourselves.
figured this out with our noodle. Bitch, stop turning the music, okay?
The noodle.
The noodle.
Noodle. I like that.
There, it looks like
Use
noodles.
It
I love noodles so much it became part of my body.
I became it.
Oh,
I became noodles. If you love something so much, you become it.
I can't wait for Vegas though.
Bitch. I'm so excited to smoke legal weed. Legal weed.
Yes.
But the dispensary's expensive as shit. So we might as well still be better off on the street. I'm just
God
We might as well just make our own. Not that we have any because it's illegal, but
I know. Excuse
All
me.
we gotta
This
do is
is
just
this
put
is
it
CBD,
together.
ma'am. This is CBD.
This is CBD.
Right.
That's all.
This
I
is
buy
Delta
because
8.
like yeah.
That's
Delta
we
8.
gotta